So yeah, welcome, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. This is the flying tournament. Happy to have everybody here. I am here joined by the arena team, so I'll let them go around just saying who they are and what they're here for.
Alright, hello, I'm Andrew and I'll be helping in today's tournament.
Hi, I'm Kaylin and I'll be helping with today's tournament.
Hello, I'm Teng and I'll also be helping in today's tournament.
And I'm Sam, and I'm going to be hosting today's tournament.
So that right there is the arena team for you.
Right.
Lovely.
Right now, we've assembled all the teams. To get people's hats off. So there's one person to see with a proper hat on.
I
Yeah,
can
if you get that off
definitely.
real quick, and then we'll be able to start our first round. And unfortunately, we only have quite a small roster today, only 5 teams. So we're just going to kick it off with round 1 qualifier. Okay. Yeah, if we could just mark down proper orders, just as they're lined up right now, we'll be able to start.
Yeah, just as some teams have changed their order up, we'll just make sure to get that. Definitely different with only having 5 teams. It's
Yeah.
not very crowded at the start line.
Okay. And we're
Does
ready
look
to.
like we're good to go now.
Is that everyone lined up? We got all the order right? Okay. And let's start it off. Let's just give them a little bit of ask them if they're ready. Okay. And let's kick this off just to start off the first round. This is 4 rounds in total for the flying tournament, and it's the best of out of them.
Alright, we have our first 5 teams off.
Oh, and that's the first crash through the one of the first soups.
We have Sam Mandingo and Dimitri
Oh,
DeMarcus
Sal's
leading.
crashed.
Yeah, well, correction, we have Dimitri DeMarcus leading. Going steadily through the first river and around to Rapunzel's tower.
Followed shortly behind by Kandarin.
Candron's flying well.
Oh, we have a crash. Now we have
Yep, that's a crash by Kandarin. So we have Dimitri DeMarcus, then Sam Mandingo, and then Kandarin.
Definitely a hard. Oh, there's Stick crashing there. And Sal
And Sal
crashing though.
crashing as they come out of the rows, which is
The
always a
rose
tricky
part is
part.
always the trickiest part, in my opinion. It's quite tight corner right after a small hole to get through. But that
And
is
they approach
Stick
the
still
town
leading.
now.
And that's Stick through for the next flyer to go off, which is Llama, and then Shady's up right behind him.
And then also approaching the center of the village now is Sorcellery and Kandarin for their respective teammates to go off, which I believe are Uphold and I'm Sent.
Llama's still leading, followed right behind by Shady. He's probably at 1 hoop behind, not that much. It's just 1 crash in it. They're approaching the tight corner around the rose jar. which is always very, very common occurrence for people to mess up, but Llama seems to do it perfectly fine. Not a single crash. I'm not sure if Shady crashed there, but he does crash when he exits the rows.
Llama's
And Llama's,
approaching the center of the village and has finished his run.
that leaves Tilly as the last flyer to go off now. She is the first of the last to come. And then Tonks just took off now. He has quite a distance to catch up if he wants to catch up to Tilly, but we'll see if he can do it.
Yes, definitely a good 7 hoops, it seems.
And then there's Paul going with Eric taking off. That's 3 of the last flyers off so far then.
Mm-hmm.
And then
The
I'm
next
sent.
team, yeah,
Oh,
the next team is I'm Sense approaching the village now.
a few
And then when
crashes
he
now.
finishes, yeah, he's finding it a bit difficult where to go, it seems, but getting through. Definitely hard if you haven't flown maps before, like some of our newer players, to know where to go. And in saying that, Tilly's just come through to the center of the village and finished first, meaning their team has won the first race. And Exporoses is coming through now and has finished. And their team places second.
And Fob has just come in, but that means Autumn is now taking off as their 3rd flyer. So not
We had
yet.
some overlap today.
That means people are lapping.
So for the people still in the race, we have Swanee, Hypoga, and X Autumn. And Swanee or Eric is approaching the village now. Quick to take position in 3rd if he keeps that up. Hypoga is going through the rose jar right now, but has had a bit of trouble getting through.
There he is, just coming through the over the river and going to approach the town.
And Swanee has finished, so their team has placed in 3rd for this race.
Then it should be followed by Hypogra. Yep, he's just coming in as long as he finishes that. Yep, there you go. He's in 4th place, which leaves Autumn's team in 5th.
And Autumn's steadily approaching the village. She's very good at flying this map, but unfortunately the distance was just too far, and she's just finished now.
Brilliant. So let me just. And then, so congrats to Dimitri DeMarcus, Tilly, and I Spit Like a Llama for winning that race. And now we have to move on to our next round, which is 2. And for this race, we will do, let's see. Yep, let me
Let's
just.
see which map. I'm excited to hear.
Quite on. Not many people like this map, but it's not too bad in
Oh,
my opinion.
this map's a good challenge. And it's difficult, which is why people find it hard, but ultimately I think it would be a good test of some of these players' skill.
I think it's a very good map for people that have, if you've been attending challenges a lot, it's very confusing for like the first time flyer, but if you consistently attend challenges, it's definitely one that you get familiar with and it's challenging to the point where people will still mess up, but if you're consistently attending challenges, you'll be better at it. It's always good to see.
All right, and we are ready to start round 2.
Ready? Okay.
Definitely.
So we're gonna go the countdown now. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Sal seems to be leading, followed by Stick.
It's very close right now. And we have a couple of players who are a bit confused on where to go initially, but they're getting through.
Oh, that's Stick overtaking Sal as he crashes on one of the hoops. Stick seems to be full speeding it, which is often unseen, as it's a very confusing map. It really gets confusing when you go underground. As you can see there, as I just say that, Sal crashes and Stick overtakes him. Stick seems to be flawlessing that underground, and he's through for Llama to take off. And then Sal comes through following Stick. Probably 2 hoops in it.
Sounds close.
Then that's Paul taking off in 3rd place right now.
And we have 4th and 5th coming through the cave right now.
Yeah.
And they're quite close
Kandarin.
together, Kandarin and OK Danny.
And then there's OK Danny through right. Is they yeah, they just got through, so now Bob's off. And let's see who's leading right now. Hopefully, yeah, the underground right now. I think, has Llama already finished? Yeah, he has already finished. Tilly's already off.
Wow, Tilly's just sped past. I've just watched her overlap a couple players.
And Shady's just coming through now for Tonk to set off. So they do have quite a significant lead, the team with Stick, Llama, and Tilly. They won the first race, and now they seem to be leading by quite a amount in the second race.
I'm off with the 4th and 5th races for this race. We've got Fob Socks and I'm Sense against each other right now, and it's quite close. They're
Tilly finished
battling
already.
each out. Awesome, quick and speedy.
Then there's I'm Sense coming through now, which
Fob
is
Socks
their
closely
3rd player.
behind.
And then Fob taking off for Autumn. There's their last 2. It should be a race between Hypoga and Autumn now.
Definitely is. And they're going through a tricky part of the course right now.
Yeah, Tonk's also finished. I forgot to mention that. He has finished, which is their 2nd place for him. And then there's Swanee coming in for 3rd, which is Eric. So that's the same as last time, same placing.
We have Hypoga and X Autumn, and it's really fun to see them race. Hypoga initially had a bit of a lead, but X Autumn seems to have overtaken and has now entered the cave. And Hypoga's only entering the cave now.
And that's Autumn through. It's definitely a confusing map if you're not used to it.
Yeah, and I'd definitely like to know. We normally get like level 80 players who we get in our tournament. So it's awesome to see some newer flyers in the form of Hypoga, I'm Sense, and Kandarin. And Hypoga's just finished.
So that should be all our teams, and we'll go on to the next match now. So again, congrats to. It's very similar to the last race where we have Stick, Tilly, and Llama winning that race, and Tonk, Sal, and Shady in 2nd, Eric, Paul, and Nick in 3rd, but this time in 4th we have Autumn's team, and in 5th we have Hypoga's team. Okay, we'll now move on to our next match.
All right.
it, and now they're all here. I've got. There we go. Okay.
Oh, okay, Hogsworth map.
Quite like this map. I remember this is
I
actually
like
the
this
first.
map.
This is the. I remember one thing. I remember this map about this map was the first time back before Revelius. We did. They had like qualifiers before, and this is the first race I actually ever qualified in to do a tournament.
Oh,
So
a bit of
brings back
nostalgia.
yeah, very good nostalgia towards this map. But okay, we should be ready to take on to the third race now.
And they're off. Been a bit of a tricky start for some. I think all but Salmandingo and Sorcellery crashed in the initial courtyard. But they're continuing through the Great Hall now as the second part of the course. Salmandingo really taking strides in front of the other flyers as he approaches the kitchens. And Dimitri Demarcus is also going through the kitchens and the cave now. Really caught up quickly.
Oftentimes you
They're
see
on
the
each
first.
other's tails.
Yeah,
Oof.
oftentimes you see the first racer slowing down a little bit so that they don't crash and lose their lead, but that leads the second flyer to catch up as they're trying their hardest to catch up, and you saw it almost in last race. But
Dimitri Demarcus and then Salmandingo have both come through quickly. So their second flyers have headed off now.
let's check where they are.
They're in the Great Hall now. We have I Spit Like a Llama, closely followed by Shady Obster 56.
Lama doesn't seem to be slowing down for anyone. He hasn't crashed in any part. He's taken all the really sharp corners up, and
Did you jinx him?
I'm not sure if I did. I heard another crash, but that was poor. I think he still is going full speed.
Wow, he's already at the boathouse. Definitely shows he's flying this
And
map
he's
well.
almost over. He's just overlapped. Okay,
The
Danny.
team in fifth. Yeah. Okay.
No,
I Spit Like a Llama has now finished.
it's an absolute really good run. Oh, Tilly crashes on the first hoop, or the second hoop, I mean. But she still has a significant lead, given by Llama.
Alright. That team is just flying through the course really quickly, but I'll try and take a look at some of the other teams we have flying at the moment. We have Uphold as the second flyer finishing up his race now, and Swanee will be soon starting. We also have I'm Sense exiting the boathouse and is about to start to finish, but Tilly is close approaching and is about to overtake. That team's a really strong team as they come through and finish now. And yes, Tilly, I Spit Like a Llama, and Dimitri Demarcus have just won their third race, doing it very quickly.
They're Pokemon onesies, very good
They
matching
do look
skins.
adorable. Experoses has also just finished, placing their team in second. And we have Fobsucks approaching the line for X Autumn to take off now. We have Swanee coming through the boathouse now, so not long for his race to go. Hypoga coming through the cave from the kitchens to the boathouse. We have Swanee finishing, so the team of Swanee, Uphold, and Sorcellery placing in third for this race. Hypoga's approaching the castle now and is about to finish. There we go. Hypoga has placed in fourth along with Ibsense and Kandarin for this race. And we have X Autumn also approaching the castle, about to finish. And we're seeing a lot of the same patterns for each of the races. X Autumn's just come through and their team has placed in 5th. So that's all the team's done. And we'll be good to start the 4th race.
The fourth
I've
race,
just-
okay.
Yes, I've just had to point it out that we could be looking at a tie for 4th place, as right now there's only 1 point in it. OK Danny, Phobsucks and X Autumn are on 22 points, and Kandra and Imsense and Hypoga are on 23 points. So it's very close in that regard. And definitely one to look out for, see who performs well on the next race.
Now, a lot of people are going to hate me for this one, but I had to put it in because we've done quite a lot in quite some short time. But, you know,
I feel like I know what this is before
yeah,
I even
you
go through it.
totally do.
Here we go, Long Forest. Always
Eh.
good to have. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
and we'll just get Magic and Mute off.
yeah, perfect. I'll just make sure everyone's still here.
Yep.
Believe so. Okay, perfect. We should be ready to start then. Did I say who won the last race? I don't think I did, so we'll just say that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just repeat it for the stream. Why not? Congrats to Dimitri DeMarcos, Tilly, and I Spill Like a Llama for winning the 3rd race. And now we move on to our final round.
Okay. We're just ready to go. On the countdown, 3, 2, 1, and they're off.
This is a good map. I'm glad you chose this map. It will definitely show some flyers skill here.
We've got
Even
through
if
all
it's
the
a
other
bit
maps
long.
quite fast. I feel like
Yeah,
that's part of the
definitely.
reason I picked it. We've only taken like 25 minutes. We still have one last race, and so why not?
Dimitri DeMarcus and Sal Mandingo are battling it out as they pass through the forest and into the first cave. Sal Mandingo slightly ahead, but Dimitri DeMarcus has actually just overtaken as I say that, with some quicker general pace.
Oh, he's taking quite a lead.
Yes, he's definitely speedy.
Doesn't seem to be crashing very much, if at all.
It's really enjoyable to see some of our strong flyers fly through such a tricky course without crashing and at such speeds. Really shows their talent in flying.
It's often hard to keep up with them on a map like this that has such tight corners.
Definitely.
It is very hard to keep up with them.
As the streamer, you relate. Yep.
Very cool also to see from their perspective. It really shows. Like in the season highlights, I remember looking from their perspective, and it was very interesting to see how fast they could, like their reaction speed is to take each corner so fast.
Definitely. Should we plug the season highlights? Everybody,
Yeah,
it's on the
exactly.
Potterworld YouTube channel. Go watch it. It's very fun video. I'm going through the map a bit to see where our other flyers are placing, and I believe we have Samandingo close behind in second. We have Kandarin
Llama's just
next,
taken off.
and Sorcellery quickly behind Kandarin. And then OK Danny, I believe, is also in the course somewhere.
Llama just crashed. It's also fun to see Llama flying around and then little dragon following him, trying to keep up.
All right, let's have a look at where I Spit Like a Llama is. Oh, just gone to Ice Bit Like a Llama, and okay, he's in the forest, just around, just around the many forests of this map. Not
Very
really
hard
sure
to
how to landmark
pinpoint
it.
locations.
Going over the spider, I guess. Yeah.
I think there's a very few locations that you can pinpoint, like
Mm,
the first cave or the second cave or the Dementor Lake or the
definitely, they
spider,
go
and
through a
that's about
cave.
it.
They go through a cave. I'm like, cave.
The rest you have is
Yes.
trees, which is very unspecific considering there's probably 500 trees here on the minimum.
Yep. I Spit Like a Llama is going through the trees, guys. That's where he is.
And still going through the trees. But I spit like a llama. Oh, and finally out of the trees and into the Dementor's Lake.
Awesome. And that means we do have some close flying between I Spit Like a Llama and a quick overlap with OK Danny. And I Spit Like a Llama is approaching the second cave and approaching the end now, ready for Tilly to start off, which she has done so. Tilly's a very strong flyer at this map. We say every tournament because we just love watching her fly this map.
That whole team is very good
That whole
flyers.
team is definitely one to watch.
I
Great
also
at it.
consistently lose Tilly in this map.
She's very speedy and she doesn't crash, so she doesn't give you time to catch up.
Remember that one time, I forgot what tournament it was, but I think it was the first time I saw anyone ever flawless this map, and it was her. And she did it almost at full speed, and it was very crazy to watch.
Yeah, speaking of flawlesses, I don't want to jinx it, but she hasn't crashed yet. She's too quick.
You know, I was about to say that, but didn't want to jinx
Every
anything
time we
there.
say it, we do jinx it.
And someone always crashes whenever we say, "Oh, they're doing very well. They haven't crashed yet," and then they crash just as we say it, and it's
And then we feel bad.
Oh, there's the crash.
and
Oh
there's
no,
Paul coming
there it
through.
is.
There's Paul coming through for Eric, the third flyer.
And that's Tilly going out into the lake there.
Already at the lake? That's fast.
Yes,
Feels like he
yes.
just took off like 2 seconds ago.
She's had one crash, but otherwise, oh,
2
I
crashes.
jinxed it.
Exactly our point.
Two crashes, but she's coming up the Whomping Willow into the second cave now. So
And
she's very close to the end.
there's also Hyparga off right now. Autumn still hasn't taken off, so that's
So there's
a
Tilly
bit of a
finishing.
lead. Tilly in first place. I'm pretty sure securing them a full 60-point run of this tournament.
That's an awesome run to see. Really great job. Any 60-point flying tournament win is an absolute feat, which really shows how solid flyers they are. Exploroses is next on the map, and he's coming through to the Whomping Willow now. If he's able to keep their second place lead up, they'll be taking a second place sweep, and he's just finished.
And that's a second place sweep from them. As you said, that means they've considered constantly, I won't say considered, constantly placed second place in every single race, which leaves them with 48 points.
Wonderful. We have Bobsucks coming through the Mentor's Lake now for X Autumn to soon start.
Oh, that means Hyparga's team has quite a lead. To say
Oh,
the
they
least, that means they'll
do.
probably be able to secure fourth place.
We'll see how each of Hypoga and X Autumn go in the final race. We have Swanee next on the map. He's in some trees before the Dementor's Lake, so he'll be coming through soon.
And then where's Hyparga's sitting at? Oh, pickups. Oh, that's
He
autumn off.
must be a bit further back. So for any questions in chat, we have 4 rounds and this is our final one. So we're almost at the end and we have our first 2 teams who have finished. We have Swanee, who's in 3rd place coming through the 2nd cave now and about to finish. And we have 2 more teams still in the map. And just as I said it, Swanee has finished.
That considers them a full 3rd place run. Very consistent placements throughout the whole tournament.
Absolutely. And Hypoga is coming off the Dementor's Lake now. Yep, he's racing pretty strongly actually, as he comes around to the Whomping Willow now. And into the 2nd cave in a second. And the other flyer we have in the course is X Autumn, who is currently at the Spider. We have Hypoga just finishing. Done a solid run with Sense and Kandarin, placed 4th for this race. And we're just waiting on the team of X Autumn, OK Danny, and Bobsucks. Okay. We have X Autumn coming through and almost approaching the Dementor's Lake now, so she is almost finished as other teams make their celebrations back at the finish line. She's just finishing on the Dementor's Lake now and will soon be approaching the Whomping Willow. So she's definitely gotten through most of the map now. As she does this, we can get a start on helping some of the team members get their amazing tournament rewards. And
Perfect.
actually,
And there we go.
X Autumn's just come through. Wonderful.
That means, last but not least, we have Autumn coming through. So now we should be able to announce our winners. Let's just get that done.
All right. So we do have the points all tallied up.
Okay.
And
Perfect.
congratulations to Kandarin, Sense, and Hypoga for placing 4th with 31 points.
Then congrats Society Uphold and Swanee for 3rd place with 40 points. And then congrats to Sal. Oh, not sure that's copied down right. So congrats to Simon Dingo, Shady Obster, and Tonk for placing 2nd with 48 points. And then in 1st place, congrats to Dimitri DeMarcus, I Spit Like a Llama, and Tilly for winning today's tournament with 60 points. Perfect.
Wonderful job. Congratulations, everybody. Great flying.
And with that, that concludes the June 2021 flying tournament. So thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you next month.